Hey guys, good to see you again.
Hello.
After 2 nice segments we had so far, we are on a special segment right now. The draft lottery just happened.
Yeah.
Huge moves to be
yeah,
made,
yeah.
and we're just going to give you guys a quick little recap, quick little input, and let's get rolling here. All right, we have the first pick to the Phoenix Suns.
Yeah, that's huge for Phoenix.
That's huge, like milestone. Huge.
I mean, look, Phoenix is one of those franchises that's been really struggling for a long time, and
yeah,
you know,
it's sad.
We're not really sure how good Robert Sarver and that ownership group is, and the rest of that team. But look, they've got Devin Booker, a great young talent. I know one of your faves.
One
for
of my
sure.
favorites. Yeah, I mean, honestly, and I didn't mean to cut you off, but you have Devin Booker.
Yeah, Jaren Jackson.
Let's center this team around him like we're trying to, and let's make some moves.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's
huge for them.
And I think that's it's big, and they need to sort of hit a home run. The question is what they're going to do with the first pick. Are they going to go with the local product, DeAndre Ayton out of the University of Arizona, 20-10 last year, incredible, or are they going to go with Luka Doncic from the EuroLeague, plays for Real Madrid, the second best league in the world behind the NBA. I think they can go either way, and I think it wouldn't hurt them. Look, the thing about Ayton is, if they don't take Ayton and he turns out to be what everyone thinks he is because of his athletic upside, that's a huge miss for them.
Oh.
Today,
For sure.
though, I think Doncic is the better player right now. Like, I think Doncic today, if he was on an NBA roster, would help quicker. But his ceiling isn't as high, right? Because he's just not the athlete that Ayton is. I think Doncic can be an excellent player and a player that helps lead a team to the playoffs. Ayton, with his physical gifts, not only with what he's done in college, but the upside athletically, I mean, this could be potentially a franchise-changing guy. Potentially. And I'm going to say that about everybody in this draft because that's all it is. It's potential.
It is all
We
potential.
have no idea what these people are going to do, right? It also
It's a
depends
whole
on
different jump from college.
yeah, and what situation they
Yeah,
get drafted in. You look at a guy like Donovan Mitchell, right? This year, Mitchell was incredible. But what if he got drafted by, I don't know, the Orlando Magic, and he didn't have as much room and rope as he had with Utah to lead, and would we be talking about him the way we're talking? I don't know. And that's the point. Like, it's about situation and fit and development.
That is a really good point. I mean, look at Frank Ntilikina.
What if Frank Ntilikina went to the Utah Jazz?
Exactly.
That's the
Exactly.
thing. We just don't know what's going to happen. So situation is so key. So, but it's big for Phoenix that they got the number one pick. That's huge for them.
Yes, situation is key. I think that they should take DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah.
Hands down, no matter what. Like you said, his ceiling is higher.
It's super
He is
high.
more
Yeah,
athletic.
yeah.
And I think that this kid is going to be a superstar.
He's a plus athlete,
Yes.
and that's huge.
I
But
think
we can debate that on our draft
Yeah.
on our draft pod in
That's
June.
right. That's right. Okay, second pick to Sacramento, third pick to the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah.
All these teams that need extreme rebuilding.
Oh my God, the Hawks.
Extreme. The Hawks. I was just on the phone with Jamie Gertz,
Yeah.
and who represented them at the draft. She's so hyped. They remodeled the arena, transformed it to the whole practice facility,
Yeah.
new equipment, new technology. I mean, these are all small factors that are going to build this franchise into hopefully something great. I mean, I love John Collins. Like I just think that we need to get somebody in there.
Yeah.
And,
I mean, look, as you
shake
know,
it up.
it's a rebuild, right? Budenholzer's out, right,
Yes.
as their coach. So the thing is, what are they doing going forward? And this is a jump up for them, right? They didn't think they were going to be the top three. They are. Number 3 pick. Odds are Doncic and Ayton will be off the board. If they are, Marvin Bagley III, I think from Duke, is probably a no-brainer for them at 3.
For sure.
If for some reason Doncic is still on the board at 3, I mean, you gobble him up in a heartbeat. So Atlanta's going to be able to get a really, really good player at number 3. The question is, what does Sacramento do at 2? Talk about organizations that are dumpster fires. I mean, Jesus. I mean, you got Vivek Ranadive, their owner, Vlade Divac, their GM. Like Vlade, I love Vlade as a player, as a GM. Yikes. I don't know.
But the thing is, you have De'Aaron Fox, such a talent. What was
Yeah.
it like?
I love De'Aaron
Top
Fox.
10 when
Yeah,
he was
is it
drafted?
top 7 or 8?
Yeah.
I gotta go back in my brain and look at that.
There, yeah.
But I mean, look.
It's hard to see some of these superstar franchise-changing players go into certain franchises that, like you said, situational.
Dumpster fire.
That are rebuilding.
Dumpster fire.
Because we're not seeing their max potential. You know what I mean?
Sacramento is just, yeah. And the question is, has Vivek figured out a way to, not meddle so much, get the right guys in there, basketball scouting wise, coaching wise? I mean, I do like Dave Yeager as their coach. Mm-hmm. Where do they go from here? What do they do with their pick? This is huge for them. So the 3 teams in the top 3, clearly,
Absolutely.
They're there for a reason. They need to hit these
Absolutely.
picks and nail them.
Another team that needs rebuilding, Brooklyn Nets, but they gave away their pick.
Yeah, we won't even.
So we're out of that.
We won't even get into that.
4th pick, 5th pick, 4 and 5. We have Memphis and Dallas.
Yeah, and again, two organizations and franchises that do need to get younger and find big talent. And I'm curious to see what Memphis does to pair with Marc Gasol, right? Because we talked about this last week or the week before. They made their decision, right? They let Fizdale go. Gasol's the guy they're rolling with. Okay, who are you going to pair Gasol with? And Mike Conley, right? I mean, so that's a...
Conley needs to get healthy, come back.
He does need to get healthy. So, and they need to get younger on that roster, right?
Yes.
Same thing with Dallas. I mean, Dirk's going to retire at some point, right? I mean,
his clock is ticking.
It is. They have Dennis Mitchell Jr., who's a good rookie last year, played well, But again, Wesley Matthews, ACL, not ACL, Achilles, not quite the same as he was when he's in Portland. Where do they go? They need a young guy who's going to be, again, the guy. Can they get him at 5? This draft is deep. I don't know.
It is deep. And then we have a 6, 7, 8, Orlando, Chicago, Cleveland.
Orlando, another organization that I don't know what they're doing with their drafting and where they're going. They got Jonathan Isaacs last year. They fired their coach.
They're struggling.
Yeah.
Hard.
Yeah. I just don't know.
Like worse than the Raptors.
Again, we talked about this, I believe, last week. I said the 3 critical things for a franchise in order to succeed: owner, general manager, head coach.
Chemistry.
Right? That triumvirate has got to be
on point, in sync.
Orlando, I don't know what they're doing there. Chicago, again, they made their choice with Hoiberg, right? That's their coach they're sticking with. Ownership is what it is. GMs, okay. Reinsdorf's, okay. Come on, and Paxson, and let's listen. Let's get it together here.
Let's stand up and
let's figure. And again, the draft is relatively deep, so at 7 they should be able to get somebody decent. The interesting thing is 8 at Cleveland. What do they do?
What do they do if LeBron leaves?
And here's the thing: they're not going to know if LeBron's leaving before the draft.
Not at all.
If I'm Cleveland,
draft June 21st.
I draft with the idea that LeBron will not be on this team next year.
Absolutely.
That's how I draft.
You should do everything from now on with the idea that LeBron's not going to be on this team because it's major 50-50 at this point.
Because you ultimately, first of all, whether he stays or not, he's not going to be there forever anyway, regardless. Okay?
No.
So,
and you need to start building now.
You've got to start rebuilding that team. Because that team, it's just not young enough. You've got to start rebuilding.
They're old. They're known for being old. Everybody says it.
Right.
It's inevitable.
So they've got to start rebuilding. Do they get Trae Young? Someone we talk about who a lot of people are saying, the next Steph Curry. Pump the brakes. Steph Curry is the greatest shooter we've ever seen. Steph Curry light if he's lucky, right? Like real light.
Like a chip, like a pinky. Steph Curry's pinky. But on the other hand, the comparison is out of control, obviously. I mean, it's Steph Curry, let's be serious. But that is giving people a reason to slam Trae Young, which I think he could be a major franchise changer.
Look,
I really do.
And it's so
he
tough.
He didn't have the best postseason
in college. Look,
in college.
It's tough to call guys franchise changers because there are, in the NBA right now, how many franchise changers are there? There are like 6. There are 6 dudes in this league who are franchise guys.
True.
You're not going to get one. There's not going to be 5 in every draft. That's just not how this works.
No.
If we're lucky, one person in this draft will be a legitimate franchise changer. And
just today, Tracy McGrady said on the jump that Trae Young could be the next Steph Curry. So are you ready to go toe-to-toe with Tracy McGrady?
Listen, Tracy McGrady will forget more about basketball than I will because he's a player. But listen, I will argue McGrady any day of the week. Like, Steph Curry, greatest shooter we have ever seen in the best.
Agreed.
Yo, Trae Young, pause, homie. Like, we don't know. We haven't seen him yet. Let's.
Very true.
Let's slow down at this level.
Okay.
Behind us, by the way, Rockets up 29-23. Durant on the bench with two fouls.
Two personal fouls.
Two personal fouls early. Can the Rockets take advantage?
We need to get Steph Curry on.
That's the question.
More of a sequence
maybe
here.
not because Swaggy
P.
Swaggy's just drained the three. Now they're only down 3. Curry and Durant on the bench, and the Warriors still digging into the lead.
We'll be Gucci. All right.
We'll be Gucci.
We'll be Gucci. All right. Let's go to 9, 10, and 11 here. We have New York, Philadelphia, Charlotte.
Oh, Charlotte.
Okay.
Well, let's start with New York first, as we are in the Mecca.
We are in the Mecca.
God, I tweeted this last night. Is this what the Knicks are forever picking at like number 9 every year? And look, it's in the lottery, so you'll get a good player.
Yeah.
But the Knicks need like a top 1 or like they need the number 1 pick. Like at 9, like who are they getting at 9?
I mean, we need somebody.
Michael Porter Jr. maybe? Which, could help them.
Hey, a good asset. I mean, we have Frank Ntilikina. We have
Emmanuel
Chris
Porzingis is coming off injury.
Yes, so we need to see what he's going to do.
They need wing help.
And then we have David Fizdale, his knowledge.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's an exciting time for the Knicks.
I wish they had a pick
Changes
higher
are
than
coming,
9.
but I do wish they had a pick.
Yeah.
A lot of people, like you said, aren't going to be fearing that roster right now.
No one's fearing that
coming
roster.
into New York.
No.
Okay, what about Philadelphia? I mean, come on. Talk about exciting times.
Yeah, so...
It is an exciting time for Philadelphia.
It is good, and getting a number 10 pick, I think, for them is nice, right?
It is nice.
Playoff
cushy
run,
spot.
right? And getting a top 10 guy, like, the question is need. What do they need?
What do they need?
Well, first of all, are we sure about Markelle Fultz? What's going on there?
I'm extremely afraid of how wrong we all may have predicted Markelle Fultz.
Yeah, and I mean, look, the Sixers actually could have taken Jason Tatum.
If we talk about a freaking mistake.
I mean,
and another steal of the draft, Kyle Kuzma.
I mean, look, hindsight, as we say,
if we go back in time,
hindsight's 20/20, right? I mean, so we don't know. But look, I think they obviously need to figure out what they're doing at the guard position. They need shooting.
Yeah.
Redick was on a 1-year deal. Do they bring him back?
I'm feeling good about it.
Redick's getting a year older, though, right? And defensively, he's problematic in many ways. Bellinelli, Ilyasova are those guys you can count on, because look, we saw what the Celtics and what teams are going to do in the playoffs. Hey, Ben Simmons, we know you can't shoot. Or not even can't, we know you don't even want to shoot.
Yeah, that's the thing. Ben Simmons isn't, he's choosing not to shoot.
And it's because he can't, that's why. But so, what is he going to do in the offseason? He's got to get in the lab and work on that shot, right? Yep. They walled off the paint and said, no, we're not going to let you in. So, they're not.
And Joel Embiid.
And Embiid's going to work on his game too. So
Joel Embiid needs to get on the treadmill and work on his speed.
Can they get a wing, right? A wing, a 3-and-D wing.
Yeah.
Or do they look for another guard, right? A lead guard because, or a 2 guard to go next to Ben.
I mean, what if, somebody huge happens to go to Philly?
I mean, look, stranger things have happened. Draft day trades, we don't know, but I like Philly's spot at 10.
I do too.
And when we have our draft pod, we can get deeper into the matches, the trades, and who goes where.
I agree. Unfortunately, we're going to have to go to number 11, Charlotte.
Oh, God.
Let's just have a moment of silence for the past.
I mean, look, Charlotte, they have a new GM, Mitch Kupchak.
Hey. Ooh, eye rolls.
No.
Eye rolls?
It's because, listen, Michael Jordan will forever be...
And I feel so bad saying this because it's Michael Jordan.
Right, but he's just proven to not be a good owner. And part of the problem is... Well, because the problem is, he is so competitive.
Yes. I mean...
He doesn't know how to, okay, we're going to tear it down, deal with some losing, and then come back. He can't take it.
No.
He would rather push every button and figure out a way to scratch out 38 wins. Congratulations, 38 wins.
You got it.
Right, you're the 11th pick. I mean, number 11, listen, how many times in the history of this league has a franchise-changing guy been picked at number 11? Not many. It is a reason why the best guys generally go in the top 3.
Of course.
And so if that's what they want, they just gotta bottom out on this. I
agree. And you know what? It is unfortunate for a player like Kemba Walker.
Yeah,
who's sitting here. The kid's got game.
He's got game, but he's not a franchise changer, clearly.
No, clearly he's not a franchise changer. But then again, look at the franchise you're working with. Do I think he's going to be a franchise changer? No. Do I think he's going to be an incredible asset if he gets out of Charlotte?
On another team, yeah.
Yes, he needs to get out of Charlotte.
We'll see.
MJ, we're praying for you, man. We're praying for you.
Last 3 picks of the lottery.
We have 12, 13, 14. Los Angeles
Clippers. Yeah, got 12 and 13.
Then we got the Nuggets.
Did
you have 12 and 13?
Good for the Clippers. They got 12 and 13.
They're gonna need it.
It's a rebuild happening there, right?
Yep.
They got rid of Blake. CP's on Houston. Look, it's rebuild time in LA.
Yes.
What can they do? Do they potentially package 12 and a player and move up higher?
I would.
What do they do, right? That's what it's about, the Clippers. And the Clippers need that dude. I don't know who that dude is and who they're targeting, but they need that something. Dude. They need that dude. And, at 14, Denver,
Oh my God, we're terrible.
Oh, Denver.
Yeah.
Picking at the bottom of the lottery.
Good luck.
Enough said.
Good luck.
Enough said.
Good luck. Good luck.
Enough said.
Before we wrap it up, we did a little bit of a mock draft here.
Talked about some guys we like.
DeAndre Ayton. We have Luka too.
Marvin Bagley III.
Yeah.
I like Jaren Jackson. Bamba from Texas. There's some guys. I think our draft pod will get deeper into the Mikal Bridges and everybody else, Colin Sextons. We can really get into it then. Suffice to say that this draft looks like it's deep, and it looks like there's some guys who could be really good.
It is deep.
And we'll see what happens.
Hopefully these teams make good moves. Hopefully we
sometimes you can't say these teams for themselves.
That is very true. Like you said, it's all about, the chemistry between the owner, the GM, the coach.
Head coach. They got to be in sync.
A lot of moves happen. We'll see what happens
We'll see.
And June 21st, we will obviously be back.
Oh, yeah, way before then.
Way more in-depth pod about that. But June 21st, we're looking forward to it, right?
NBA draft. Let's do it.
All right, we'll see you at Hot Topics, guys.
Woo!